wife and I are late to everything. It's a big problem in our relationship. It's at a point now where if we have to be somewhere at 6, she tells me we have to be there at 5:30 in order to trick us into being on time. And it never works. And the reason why it never works is because I'm not the problem. That's why it doesn't work. All tricking me does is make me mad for an extra half hour every time we're running late for something. We were running late for the movies. I went to check on my wife, and she was painting her fingernails. And my initial response is anger, because it's dark in a movie theater. No one's even going to know what you've done. We could paint your face before we head out tonight, and no one would know. But I don't say anything. This is my wife. It's the woman that I picked out of all the women on the planet to spend my life with. And I'm a little concerned at how few of you laughed at that. That was meant to be a joke. That's a ridiculous thing to say. Picked out of all the women on the planet? Most of the women didn't even have a chance to interview for the position. Picked her out of a different group. I picked her out of the women that live near me and would say yes if I asked them to marry me. It's a much smaller group. It still means something to me, you know. I love my wife, so when I see her painting her fingernails, keep my mouth shut. I just accept this is the life that I've chosen for myself. I live a life where I never know what's coming soon to a theater near me. And then I looked to see what color she was painting her fingernails, and she was painting them clear. And then my brain exploded. Are you even doing anything? Because it looks like you're pretending to paint your fingernails. If you need me, I'll be in the front yard mowing it with a bubble maker. You let me know when you're ready. I got so many bubbles to pop out here. She told me she painted some clear because it makes her fingernails shiny, and she likes them to be shiny. And I support her in that decision. I want them to be shiny too. I just feel like we could have achieved the same results by ordering popcorn at the movie theater. 1 large popcorn, extra butter, no napkins. We got a look we're going for. She's late to everything. One time, my wife was late to watch Netflix in our own home. And that should be impossible because Netflix starts whenever you want. We picked out a movie, and then she goes, "Don't start it yet. I have to go to the bathroom." And then about a half hour later, I'm just sitting there by myself, wondering what's happened to my wife. I go looking for her. I found her in the shower. And I said, "Why would you take a shower when you know I'm waiting in the other room by myself, staring at a blank screen like a moron?" And she said, "I'm not taking a shower, I'm rinsing off." And that's how my wife beats me in arguments. She just denies that she's doing the thing I said I was mad about, and I don't know how to fight back against that. I'm not smart enough. I have 37 years of life experience, leading me to believe that what I'm seeing right now is called a shower. You just told me that it wasn't. I don't know where we go from here. You're in a shower. You're naked. There's water. How is this not a shower? If you were rinsing off, you'd be in a colander. I'd be holding you under the sink. It's like a bunch of grapes trying to get the pesticides off. It's how she always wins. We were on a road trip one time and she fell asleep. And I said, "Honey, you gotta wake up. I'm sleepy too. I want you to talk to me." And she said, "I'm not asleep. I'm resting my eyes." All right. Are you also airing out your throat? Like, why has your mouth been open for the last 15 miles? You should start chewing because you have 3 gummy bears in your mouth that you don't even know about. That's how I've been staying awake. I'm over here shooting 3s with the yellow gummy bears, just trying to stay alert. I would have kept going, but I'm only giving you the gross flavors. You think you're gonna get a red one? You're not even awake. You're out of your mind. I mentioned my girls already. They're my stepdaughters. I'm a stepdad. Stepdad took over the lease on a couple of girls a few years back. Thank you very much. Are there other step-parents here? Any other broken homes? Just a few. Good. Glad you were able to come out. Where's the stepdad at? Somebody raise your hand to your stepdad. Right back there thing. I said raise your hand, you clap. I mean, you guys still appreciate it. How many stepkids do you have, sir? One, great. And are you and your wife going to have more, do you think?
Got one on the way.
Got one on the way. Congratulations. Good for you. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. I think that's fun. I would love to have more, too. I would love to have more. And I would probably love them more than the old ones. Don't you think that would be true? I mean, probably. Of course, not on purpose. Of course. You would do your best to love them exactly the same. And they would never even know unless they watched this special.